Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. So we're back with another litter review. So this one is tofu cat litter, and I'm actually really excited to try this. I've never tried tofu litter before, so we'll see how it goes. So Pet Enough did send us this litter for us to try, but as always, I will share my honest opinion and let you know how I like it and the pros and cons. So you can find this litter on Amazon. I'll put everything down below. You can buy this litter in two different sizes. One is a 6-pound bag for $16 and the other is a 10-pound bag for $26. So this tofu litter is advertised as like environmental friendly, biodegradable, kind of like pine, but unlike pine, it is clumping, which is very interesting, and it's flushable. So this litter is made of soybean, that's why it's called tofu litter, but it also has cornstarch for its clumping ability. It also contains pea fiber for its absorption. It's supposed to like absorb 10 times its weight. It also contains charcoal, which will help with odor control. So some claims about this litter is that it's flushable, it has less dust, and I like that they say less dust because when brands say it's dust-free, you know it's not really dust-free. There's always going to be something. So it also says that this litter is supposed to help with clump breakage. So with traditional clay litter, you know, clumps, when they're too big, they break apart and they kind of crumble back into the litter. This litter is supposed to hold its clump better. The last claim that I'm really interested in finding out if it's true or not is that it does not stick to the bottom of the litter box. My biggest thing when I was using clay was that it stuck, and when you scrape it off, it like breaks apart. It like it's just there's still remnants in the litter box that you just can't really clean out. So, and I mean, I'm interested in the flushing ability too, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I have some water here, and I'm just gonna pour a little bit. And it totally expanded already. So this is where I pour the water, and you can see that it's a little bit different. So I'm gonna give that a minute or so to settle. And there it is. So this is the clump that I just picked up, and this is about a cup of water. I'm gonna see how well it dissolves. So the clump is still there. Let's just give it some time. It says don't flush all the cat litter all at once. So it's been about a minute and the clump has fully dissolved. I don't know if you can see it in there, but there's really nothing. So I'm gonna flush it down now. Okay, so I flushed what was in my jar, and there is some remnants. But you know what this reminds me of? You know when you're baking and you have the leftover dough, and the dough kind of just sticks to the hi Robbie, sticks to your bowl or glass. This is what it looks like. It's just like a doughy material that will dissolve. So we've been using the litter for about a month now. It'll be a month tomorrow. So throughout this process of trying this tofu litter, I kept our 2 normal pine litter box open for business, and I had 1 litter box out in the living room with the tofu litter. And all 3 of my cats, I didn't need to transition them at all. They just knew what it was and what to do. They all seem to like it, and I say that because they basically, all 3 of them, use that 1 litter box exclusively and only went to like the pine litter once that one litter box was like too full for the day. And remember, we're scooping twice a day. It's routinely being cleaned. They're using it like all of the time. So I wanted to answer some of the questions you might have about this litter. One of the first questions I think everyone wants to know is, does it track? And yes, it does track like every other litter to some degree. I would say it's less than clay or crystal. Is it dust free? So I think a lot of people are searching for litter that's dust free, and I'm happy to report that this litter is the most dust free litter I have come across, aside from pine litter. And I'm surprised because usually when companies advertise 99.9 dust free, it really isn't, because you know, I'm sure you know, if you use clay litter, it says 99.9% dust free. You pour it in and there's like this little cloud of dust that forms. But after using the litter box for a month, I didn't clean it yet, and literally there's no dust buildup on the wall, which is quite shocking. How is the odor control? The odor control with this litter is really good. I haven't smelled any pee or ammonia smell, and with poops, of course, it smells right when it's freshly deposited, but after like a few minutes, the scent just kind of dissipates and you don't really notice it. And I think that's with this litter, because I feel like with clay, certain brands you can still smell it, but this one is really good at kind of just absorbing all that odor. And I don't know if it's because it's like the cornstarch or something. Does it really dissolve? This litter does dissolve. I would describe it like if you're like making a pancake mix or like cake, or you know, anything with batter. You know how it kind of like has that smear on the bowl, and then you submerge it in water, let it sit, and then everything kind of just rinses off real easily. It kind of reminds me like that. It's like mixing cornstarch with water. That's exactly what this is. It dissolves fine and it'll flush fine. I personally did not flush it down the toilet because my litter box is not in the bathroom, it's in the living room. So I wasn't gonna walk my poops and pee balls to our bathroom. Does it clump well? So this litter clumps really well. I would say it's much better than clay. In our experience, clay, it kind of just crumbles really easily, especially the edges. And not that it just crumbles, but the fact that it crumbles into like these teeny pieces that kind of goes through your scooper. With this litter, it usually stays in a full clump. Maybe like a piece or two would break off, but those breakages are pretty big that you can still scoop it. So here are my final thoughts. So I think this litter is really great, especially if you want to transition away from clay. It's pretty similar to clay in the sense that it clumps. You know, you just do your regular scooping, put it in a doggy bag or trash. Or this one gives you the alternative to flush it down your toilet because the clumps do dissolve. That's totally up to you. So this litter smells really good, and it's not because it has added fragrance. I think it's just the ingredients they use. Since it's like corn, it gives it that sweet scent. I would describe it like a sweet bread smell. Very light though. Overall, I think this tofu litter is really good. This one is from Pet and Up. I'll put a link to their website or Amazon down below in the description box. I can't speak for the other tofu litter because I haven't tried it, but this one worked really well for us. All our cats seem to like it. I hope you guys enjoyed this review, and let me know in the comments if you've tried tofu litter before or if you're gonna give this one a try. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!